Okay, I want to talk about why I decided to make this video. Some people are unsure about the whole kind of concept around the video, the kind of the reasons for it, and I thought it may be kind of like good to kind of like talk about where I see the channel going with regards to making more things like this. The kind of, I don't want to talk about the business aspect, but I want to talk about improvements and what I plan to do with stuff like this with regards to the channel and moving forward. And kind of address a few things that people have like questions. So that's really what the kind of the tone of this video is all going to be about. So to really explain it, the reason I did the video is kind of a mockumentary, like a funny response to what I kind of perceive to be an abysmal opening in the game. The first thing I want to say as well with that is that I am still very grateful that I do have a blade where other people were not as fortunate to get blade from those featured 5 stars. I just want to get that out of the way because I'm still grateful that I got that champion and do have him unduped. But obviously, as it goes, the opening was a little bit unfair. Continuing on from that, I wanted a very easy weekend. I've got a lot of kind of live stuff that I've got to get organised and sorted. I'm still working through a to-do list of things. I wanted to work on like a proper gym plan and also a nutrition plan. 2 things that I really want to get sorted. But general life stuff had to be done. And also I've had this kind of, this weird like glands kind of like thing, with like swelling at the back of my neck, back of my ears, which is then affecting my eustachian tube, and also like front neck, behind jaw, and it's kind of like, it's been affecting my hearing, so my hearing's been like really overly sensitive at some times, and then it's like gone back to normality. I think it's on the way out, whatever it is, and sometimes my glands get a little bit kind of swollen up, so it's kind of like, it's cool that that's now gone, but at the same time I thought it's probably best to kind of take it easy over the weekend. But I wanted to produce this video because I thought I was hoping people would like it, but I was very apprehensive that people would kind of either not get it, wouldn't get the jokes, and wouldn't find it funny at all. But I wanted to give it a shot and kind of try something out. Where I drew a lot of inspiration was behind like The Simpsons. I watch so much Simpsons. I know a lot of people will say that's not a funny show anymore, but it's like what I grew up with. And Life After the Laughter, or like Behind the Laughter, is something that I really wanted to kind of home in on, as I like this kind of aspect and this kind of mockumentary type thing. So that's where I drew the inspiration from the video. This video really showcased what I have in my brain with regards to creativity, and I can do stuff like this and more. I've got so many ideas. I think it's really the process of having enough time to complete them, and I have to make a conscious decision whether or not on my YouTube day off, which is usually on a Friday, but it does change, do I record 5 videos of kind of in-game play, or do I spend the weekend recording 1 complete video? And obviously I have to go with what is more viable for me. And the way that the channel needs to kind of improve this year's, I need to save up the YouTube monies to buy a new computer, new editing software, because I want to produce better videos than this. And this is the hope, that I can produce videos like this, but it's dramatically improved. I want to do a lot of stuff with regards to like graphics and the way it moves, and improve things with regards to the Instagram pop-ups and kind of other stuff, but I can't do that without obviously serious money, which I'm now having to kind of then strip back how much I buy in game, to the point of like what is good for the channel with regards to further improvements. And I know people don't want to hear that stuff, but that's just me being transparent. That's what I try to do with a lot of my YouTube career, is kind of speak to you as you are a person right there standing next to me, and kind of giving you the exact facts of me as a person, me as a YouTuber, me as an individual, me as a creator, and we have that interaction. Now, I really hope that we all get to meet up at some point in whatever we do, and however that is and wherever that is. It's just nice to have that interaction and kind of talk to you and kind of get your kind of like thoughts, and at the same time like talk about other stuff rather than Marvel Contest of Champions, just life stuff. 2 things to really mention. Number 1, sorry if any Marvel Contest of Champions YouTuber for any disrespect from the things that are said. Maybe it's the case I kind of like talk to them first if I'm kind of like thinking about like throwing some jokes or kind of like shade their way or anything like that. The second thing is, am I quitting Marvel Contest of Champions? No, far from it. I'm probably going to be playing a lot more. It was kind of good to take a little bit of a kind of a chill over the weekend of playing the game, as I would like to explore some other stuff. And War Wings have actually kind of contacted me about making more videos, which I need to do. I need to get back to doing that. So I'll probably by the end of the week I'm going to start recording a lot more War Wings stuff, as well as my Marvel Contest of Champions. I'm still devoted to that, so that's really going to give you the 411 on the sort of disrespect, and also what I plan to do with regards to gaming. The final thing to really say is that I do want to make more videos like this. I think as long as they're well supported by the community, then that's great. And I can then say, right, well, that's a good 3 days of my time that I solely devoted to making something that people really enjoy. But at the same time, I have to look at the other aspect and say, right, well, how many videos could I have made in that time frame? I'm kind of like weigh out some kind of pros and cons. At the same point, I do plan to spend more money on the game if it's going to improve my luck. And again, that's a very kind of out there comment to make, but it does seem that may be the case. If you spend a lot of money on the game, then you are returned back with better luck. That could be a conspiracy theory. I could be going out on a limb by saying that, and I should really kind of not say it with that and supporting with sufficient evidence, and that may be something for another discussion. Also, maybe future video to discuss. It's kind of weird that I've received so much bad luck since I've stopped paying quite so much in the game, and that again is because I want to improve my tech. I want to get a new iPhone at the end of the year, a new computer, a new other stuff, which comes at a cost, which I need to then make sure that I make a certain amount of money from the channel to then buy this new stuff. However though, because I'm not spending on the game, am I feeling that my luck has been kind of cut? I don't know. Again, conspiracy theory, tinfoil hat. I don't really want to explore that just yet without sufficient evidence. But with regards to like 5-star roster side of things, I do need to improve that going forward in order to have better questing teams. And yes, I've got good questing teams to begin with. Unfortunately, with Alliance Wars being a kind of a big push, a lot of the champions that I would go to use are now in these other competitive game modes, which means that I don't have a strong questing roster, and that is what I need in order to kind of propel myself through Act 5 a lot more easily. Either way, I'm not quitting the game. I do plan to spend more money in the future, but I have to make sure I budget for the rest of the year. I'm so grateful to everybody that's gone and given that video support, and also at the same time, if you haven't seen the video, go and see it, because this video won't make any sense. And yeah, it's just mainly to say thanks, explaining the video and all those lovely things. So I really appreciate all the love and support on the video, and also the consistent support, all the Patreon people, all the sponsors for my channel. This is like helpful. It's so helpful to my channel in order to kind of make sure that I can create things like this. So yep, thank you very much everybody that's watched the video, sponsors and Patreon, and yeah, I shall catch you on the flip side. Bye bye for now. And finally, if anybody wants to talk about the video of kind of like how you came up with the ideas, those kind of things, then put it in the comments section below. I'll read it and then hopefully get back to you. Thanks.